Hello again. Taking a walk, me and my very Sunday best. Outside, I've just left Nilvi, just back there and down there. And I'm taking a little walk. This is one way that I have walked often, heading out this way. I really like this walk because in this direction you have a view over the sea, and of course you can see it much better if you go up this great big hill up here. But I thought I would come out today, number one, because I've been I don't want to call myself lazy today, but I haven't been particularly active. I've been looking into a rental car that I am going to get on a long-term basis. So if anyone wants to hear about that story, I can share that, especially as I acquire the rental. I'm very, very excited. I've been in Sardinia now for a year and a half. June will be 2 years, and I've been carless for can you hear that thunder? It's crazy. It's like sunny, but it's coming from over there. But as I was saying, I've been carless for the entire time I've been here, and other than when I lived in Shanghai, which obviously has one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best public transport systems in the world. And for a portion of that time, I had my own scooter. Other than that, I have always had a car. And life has been so much smoother when you can just pick up and go whenever you want to go. But let me show you where I'm walking. So I came from that way, that's where the town of Nilvi is, and I came down this path, and this is the hill that I told you can go up and see a beautiful view over the sea, which is over there, which you may not be able to see right now because look, we've got quite a bit of cloud coverage today. Here is where the blackberries grow. So I love coming and picking wild blackberries. I mean, this is just one of the many, many, many places the blackberries go. And it's so nice going out for walks and later in the summer when there is food along the path. Keeps you motivated, you know. But I was walking this path last week, and just behind this gorgeous fence here, I noticed that there was asparagus growing. So I have my backpack with me today. I often take it when I go on walks because I always carry things, bottles of water, charger, tissues, you name it. I come prepared. But today I thought I'll pop back up here and see if more asparagus is here because there was loads here last week. I got a super big bunch and I had wild asparagus for 2 days, and it was delicious. At this time of the year, wild asparagus is growing pretty much everywhere, and you see people often stopped on the side of the road. Gosh, that thunder is coming from there. You see people stopped on the side of the road getting asparagus because it's delicious. Bit of parkour for the day. Look at my hair. So this is where I found so much wild asparagus the other day, but I also had noticed that people had been picking in here as well. You found lots of snapped off asparagus, just the ends of them. Here is one, and so they tend to grow around these spiky bushes. I often see them with the spiky bushes. You can see one here. And the question is, do you leave that or do you pick it? because it's little, right? I kind of bend them, and wherever they snap is where I snap it off, but I'm going to leave that one actually. There's one here. Oh, these aren't super prickly, but oh man, it just broke. Okay. That's not much of an asparagus there, so I'm going to eat that right now. Delicious. Right behind me, we have more here. So there's one here. There's a little baby one there. We might use that. We might not find much today, just simply because, well, lots of people have come here, I think. So we just walk around and collect. So I'm gonna keep looking around. I'm not going to take you through the whole process, and I will. Oh, look at this big one. Oh, this is a big one. I haven't found one this big in like forever. It's really thick. Basically that means people have missed that every time we've been through. Look how big that guy is. That's almost supermarket big. Amazing. But yeah, because we've had some rain, you know, it just keeps growing. But anyway, let me go hunting in this beautiful spot and I'll see what I can find. About 10 minutes later, and this is what I've found. So this is definitely enough for me, definitely for a couple of meals, but I'm enjoying this process, so I'm going to keep looking. You can see I've walked only a little way back from the fence that I climbed over, but it seems that some of them have been collected from here. You can see when they've been snapped off, like this one here. Right, so someone's come and snapped it off here, and you can see how the asparagus keeps growing out the sides, making new asparagus. It's really beautiful. Oh, there's one. And so yeah, there are definitely people who have come up this far, but there do seem to be a few more that I'm finding. But I feel like going up a little higher and seeing what's up there. Don't want to stay out too late though, because they do have wild boars roaming around. Oh, look at that one right there. That's a nice one. So I initially came from down there on the road. Now I've walked up back here. It's really very pretty. Dogs in the background, birds. Spring is upon us. Again, here are some more asparagus that have been picked. So people have been up here. You see, they've picked it off here, and you can see all the other little ones growing off the sides of the initial stalk. And then sometimes you hit little jackpots where you get multiple here. There really are so many in here. I don't know if you can see them as I pan around. There, over there. They're just springing up everywhere, all amongst these really like spindly, spiky trees. They're quite watery and I would say a little sweet. So when I pick them and I get the water on my hands become quite sticky. I'm guessing because of the sugars in the asparagus. And then sometimes you just feel like having a snack. So you can. Crunchy. They're not sweet though. They're quite bitter, like rocket arugula, if you have had that. It's got that spiciness to it. They say that asparagus is a diuretic as well, so apparently you'll smell it in your pee quite quickly. I don't know if it makes you actually need to pee. Some people have told me that it is a diuretic, but I haven't noticed the need to pee afterwards. Just kind of bend them and pull, and if they snap, that's where I tend to take them. But if they, like, let's say you go down further down here and you bend and they're too hard, they just don't snap. So I come up to the point where they snap, and that's where I figure you're good to go. And that way you don't have to, so sometimes you'll only get part of it, right? But that means you can eat all of that part. If you pull it out lower, where it's very, very woody, then you can't eat that part. It doesn't taste good. So you have to come up to where it breaks off easily. This one's been growing for a while. Look how long it is. All the way up. Yeah. But it's not very thick. It's just really long and thin. And then sometimes they're a little different in color. A little darker than these green ones you see. I don't know if that's a different type or if it's just means it's older. I'm sure someone can tell me why they're different in color. Probably age, probably been there longer, right? I put the other bunch in my bag, so now I'm starting a second handful. Of course, I don't really need much more. I have enough for me, but you can put them in the freezer and then use them later. But I just love picking, hunting for them and picking them. It's such a pleasant experience, such a lovely pastime. It's peaceful. You're in nature, listening to all the beautiful sounds. The birds mostly. Sometimes it's a little bit of spiky work. You are getting in these spindly bushes. They don't scratch or hurt too badly, so it's fine. It's 15 degrees today, which is absolutely lovely for the beginning of March. I remember when I first came here in 2024, it was very cold in March, very, very cold. Now, it didn't help that I was staying in a place where the heating was very poor, way too cold for my standard. I like to be warm in my house. I don't know about you, but some people like to suffer in the cold for the sake of cheap electricity, cheap heat, because everything here is mostly electric, or you pay for a pellet stove and do it that way instead. I use electric currently, and I'll probably continue using electric. But for me, it's all about being warm. However, this time in March, it's just brilliant. It's not cold at all. If I had kids, this would totally be their version of Easter egg hunting. I could do this for hours, just get lost in this little hunting experience with these birds, Oh, it's so nice. All this pine on the ground. Great fertilizer. And then Sardinia's signature rock, white rock everywhere. As you walk around, there's just rock everywhere. All over the ground. Large rock. You find a lot of fossils too. Pretty cool. Oh, I spot huge asparagus. Asparagi. Oh, look how big these lovely ones are. Hello. Let's see where you want to break off. There. Nice. Totally get why kids love Easter egg hunting. It's got nothing to do with the Easter eggs. We have hunter in our blood, I'm sure of it. There's a darker one. See how different it is? Hunting in our blood. Well, I'm going to leave it here for today. I've got this much plus another bunch that's double the size of this, so plenty of asparagus for me. Oh, I see more. Gotta walk back to the road and go home, but I'm sure I'll pick more along my way. So thanks for joining me as I pick asparagus in beautiful Sardinia. Just one last view before we sign off. Have a great day, everyone.